guys, welcome back to the Scottish Gaming Rebels. I am the host with the most, the good looking, the funny, the talented, the Fatman. Now guys, if this is the first time you're checking out our channel, then please hit that like and subscribe button, turn on those notifications so you'll be notified anytime we do a video or we upload some content. Now guys, if this isn't the first time and you've been here before, you are absolute legends. Now guys, obviously with that said and done, I would like to give a shout out to Josh Yeager and Scottish Streams. These guys have joined the Scottish Gaming Rebel family and they are now bringing you all content as well, so you'll catch them on the channel. You can catch them over at Twitch. All details will be in the description box down below. Now guys, obviously this is Friday, so you know what that means. It's time for the Fat Man to bring you the Freaky Friday news. Now guys, obviously with this said and done, we're going to be getting right into this. So why not sit back, chill out, grab a drink and let's get started. So coming in at number 10, we have Snoop Dogg joining FaZe Clan. Now, this is not much of a shock because he was recently in the Call of Duty Vanguard DLC, obviously as a playable character, and to be honest with you guys, do you know what I mean? It's good that he's become a member of the FaZe Clan. Obviously Snoop Dogg does play Call of Duty. I wonder what his actual opinion is on the game at the moment, because let's face facts, we all have that opinion that the game sucks ass. But obviously, you know, being entered into the FaZe Clan, that's quite a big iconic moment for most people, do you know what I mean? How do you think Snoop felt with this? Do you think he's like, "Way"? Now obviously there is a picture of him wearing his FaZe Clan diamond chain and you just think, gangsta, you know what I mean? But obviously with that guys, you know, so now FaZe has a new member that has Snoop Dogg. Are we going to see him in competitions or is this just an honorary position for him? You know, let's just take this moment to celebrate the fact that Snoop Dogg, one of the oldest, greatest rappers, is now in the FaZe Clan. Next up, we have Techland. Now everybody who's wondering who Techland is, they brought us the fantastic game Dying Light 2. If you guys want to check it out, we do have a video on my channel, and I do personally stream it on Twitch as well, so you can check it out there. But obviously everybody knows Dying Light 2 by now. A lot of people love it, some people don't like it as much, but in my personal opinion, I absolutely love the game. Now with that, Techland have just released a next gen patch for Dying Light 1 that brings it now up into the better graphics. So you're going to get a next gen patch for a game that was out quite a few years ago, 6 years ago, and now it's obviously back with a vengeance, and so everybody can get a bash of playing it now, because let's face facts, with the current game and the way that, you know, Dying Light 2 works, people are obviously looking at going back and trying Dying Light 1, and you know, I personally didn't play Dying Light 1, so I'm going to be going back and getting it and giving it a bash as well. And the idea of running about with guns, do you know what I mean, it does sound really, really good, so I'm looking forward to giving that a bash. Now obviously Techland have been on Twitter recently and talking about the new patches they are bringing to PlayStation and the Xbox and PC, so they're keeping their community and their fans up to date with all the patches that are coming in. So listen guys, they've released some free DLC recently. You've got 2 costumes, you know what I mean, you've got your new weapons, and they are really, really working hard. Now the only thing I will say is I'm kind of upset that they still haven't brought in something that kind of stops weapons from breaking. I know obviously if you're using guns, that is one of the things that does happen, the jam and things like that, but with swords and that, you know what I mean, the only thing that's really going to happen is it's going to get blunt. I'm wondering if they're ever going to actually change that. Now with that said and done guys, that is pretty much about as much as we know from Techland at the moment. We do know obviously, like I said, the new next gen patch update is coming. It's good, a lot of people are raving about it, so yeah, well done Techland, another win for you guys. So guys, here we go, Battlefield 2042 back in the news for another week. Are we surprised? Hell no. But this week they did release the patch 3.3. Anybody see guys, you know what I mean, a lot of people were kind of excited for this patch, and myself personally I was excited for it. To be totally honest with you, I jumped back on the other day there, and it does feel a bit better. The movement feels a bit more fluent and everything else, but all of that patch just for a scoreboard that isn't even there at the end of the match, do you know what I mean? So you can see your score all the way through, but it gets to the end of the match and there's no scoreboard to be seen. That again, I think they can obviously patch and fix quite quickly and quite easily, so I'm not really concerned that it's not going to actually eventually happen. But guys, you know, they did release obviously the Legendary Pack for people who bought the Gold and Ultimate Edition, and there's already problems with that, you know what I mean? You've got to contact a support team to get all your missing items and that guys, and to be honest with you, Battlefield is just, it's almost if it's stumbling through the dark trying to find, you know, its way out with no light source at all. Obviously guys, with this, you know what I mean, we're going to be looking at seeing what they're going to be bringing in the future, and I know they do have some ideas, don't get me wrong, the McKay skin, it looks absolutely phenomenal. It is quite an upstep for what we've had in the past, or what we've had recently from Battlefield 2042. So hopefully this is what we're going to be seeing in the future. We're going to be seeing some new gear, some new designs, you know, more kind of influential designs if you like anyway. Now obviously guys, like I said before, this is obviously just speculation at the moment, what we're going to be getting, but if their patches are going to be start working and they're going to start firing out patch after patch after patch, then hopefully, just hopefully, we're going to get a game that actually really works and really does push us ahead. No offence guys, like I said before, and I've said this several times before, when you're paying £80 to £120 for a game, you want a game to work, right? We haven't really had that with this game. It's been an absolute shambles and a complete faff from start to finish, but we're hoping that obviously with these patches and obviously the content they're going to be bringing, hopefully the game is going to stay alive long enough to get all this done. So, number 7, we have Elden Rings. Now, Elden Rings has been out for a couple of weeks, guys, and people are loving it. They're, you know, some people hate on it, some people are like, meh, and other people are just absolutely loving it to bits. Now, if you didn't check out our video yesterday from Just Jaeger, go check out his video where you'll see some of his iconic deaths in Elden Rings, and obviously you can hit him up in the comments, leave him a comment, you know what I mean, hit him with the like button, keep on following him. But obviously Elden Rings this week, you know, has reportedly sold 10 million copies on PC alone. Now, this game is easily, in my personal opinion, becoming Game of the Year. Not only for everything else, every time you go onto Twitter, you go onto TikTok, you go on YouTube, you're seeing Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring. And guys, just for what we're seeing so far, everybody must be enjoying it. I know there is people out there who, you know, are kind of still wary about playing it because obviously there's a lot amount of deaths and you do die a hell of a lot, because I've watched Josh Yeager and you know what I mean, he does die a lot, and I'm like, yeah, I can do that. I would probably try and eat my monitor if I had to do that, so I'm not going to go down that road. But yeah, it looks really, really good. It's really in-depth. The mechanics of it, how it works, you know, how you upgrade and level up yourself, things you've got to do, you've got to grind a bit, you know what I mean? It all has the aspects for a really, really good game, and it is working out really well for them. Like I reported last week, From Software and Bandai Namco obviously gave their staff 25% in their wage, which came to just under $500. And guys, that just goes to show how much they're actually doing, how well they're doing with this game. And 10 million copies on PC alone is an absolute fantastic record. Will we see what happens in the future? Well, I guess guys, we're only going to have to wait and see. But with what we've seen so far of this game, what is their DLC going to be? Is there going to be really good DLC? Is that what's going to bring the game down? Very much doubtful. But guys, obviously if you want to find out more, you can stay tuned to this channel. We will bring you more Elden Rings news as we find it out. So guys, here we go. Grand Theft Auto 5 will be having its release next week on the 15th of March for PS5, Xbox X and Xbox Series S with its new remastered graphics and everything else. Now guys, no offence, right, but this game has done its rounds since the Xbox 360 and PS3 right up to the Series X and S and the PS5. This game has actually dragged on longer, almost longer than Skyrim. Now, I did find something interesting today about Skyrim, guys, where you can actually play it on your Alexa, which is quite funny, and I do think that's quite comical. But GTA 5 is now being released next week on all the consoles. Now, if you buy it right now on PlayStation, you're getting it for about £17.49 and you'll get the online free of charge. On Xbox Series X and S, it's £17.49 and it's £8.99 for the online. No offence, guys, but I'm really not going to be paying any more money for a game that I've already bought 4 times. I guarantee you, I bought it on the 360, I bought it on the Xbox One a couple of times because I kept losing it or breaking it. And guys, I've just, you know what I mean, it's no more for me, alright? That's it. I'm just saying, you remaster the game, well done, fantastic, but remaster, revisited, and over what, right? So basically, guys, if you like GTA, and I know a lot of you out there doing, I know a lot of you out there are excited for it, fantastic, that's what we like to see. We like to see that, but guys, we're all excited for Grand Theft Auto 6, and stop giving us the remasters and the defective editions, and just give us GTA 6. Give us some news, give us some screenshots, give us something, guys. It's out here like the Sahara Desert. But guys, obviously, like I said, it comes on the 15th of March. You can pre-download it right now and have it ready for day of release. So if you want to, if you're going to be buying it or you're going to be playing it, let us know in the comments below. Let me know what you're looking forward to. Is this going to be really be enough to give you another couple of years of playing this game until they release the next one, or are they going to release another console and then guess what? We'll have another GTA 5 remastered. Guys, hit us in the comments below. Let us know what you think. So guys, next up we have Gran Turismo 7. Now Gran Turismo 7 was obviously released on the 4th of March this year, and it has had quite good reception so far, and that was true, do you know what I mean? It is looking good, it looks absolutely graphically sound, I will say, do you know what I mean? It really does make me wish I had a PlayStation just to play it on. But guys, obviously there was a couple of controversies in this. Now what there was is when the review copies went out, they were hiding the microtransaction section. So pre-release, obviously in the review copies, there was no microtransactions. And as soon as the game released, yep, there they are, there's a microtransaction. Now a lot of people were a bit butthurt about this, you know, $40 cars, things like that. The actual $40 in real life, you had to pay that, plus buy the game as well, which was a bit of a kick in the nut. But then obviously things like, they're actually reporting that costs for the microtransactions in Japan are a lot cheaper than what they are in the US. Now, obviously with that guys, is this in to do with the fact that because as a Japanese developer, they're kind of giving their home team a bit of an advantage? Well, to be totally honest you guys, I don't think it's fair either way. I think if you're going to release a game, then you should keep the prices the same all the way through, and especially if you're paying, you know, 80, 90 bucks for a game, and then they're wanting 40 bucks for a car. Now obviously if you do look back in the times when, you know, Gran Turismo released, it was released in 28th of December 2004, and another one didn't come out until the 24th of November 2010. Obviously, do you know what I mean, there is a bit of gap there, and obviously, you know, as they push forward, it's every 4 years and they're kind of releasing it, but 40 quid for a car, the guys, honestly, who's going to play, do you know what I mean, you're not going to play that game every single day for the next 4 years. Well, in all fairness, some people might, but it's not something that most people do. So you're going to get into the new game, you're going to get sucked into all the new cars now, and you're going to pay all this money, and then again, it's like Call of Duty, do you know what I mean, you're not going to be able to take them over, so what's the point? But anyway, you know, microtransactions, guys, we can ram on about it for years and years to come, and we probably will be rambling on about it for the next couple of years. It's just not worth the hassle, do you know what I mean? Microtransactions are clearly here to stay, but, you know, making a massive difference between the cost between countries, Japan and America, is just a bit unstable, because it makes you wonder what they're going to do in Europe, obviously, what the prices are over here. Do they compete with what we're seeing in Japan? Do they compete with what we're seeing in America? You know, it just seems an awful lot of hassle and an awful lot of work, instead of just going, right, we're going to charge everybody $5 to $10 for this car that's in-game, do you know what I mean? Okay, they're trying to make their money back, guys, and I know Gran Turismo is, you know, it's probably the most realistic racing game we have at the moment, and obviously with that, guys, you're going to be looking at it and thinking, wow, right, this is good, this is obviously why we're paying for the franchise here, you know, we want to keep the devs happy, and we're buying this because they're making it and they make it really good. But guys, again, they're just making games and pushing them out and pushing them out, and they're pushing out this content and charging you $40 for a pixelated car, do you know what I mean? It's just a car, it's in-game, do you know what I mean? You're not going to go and jump in the street and drive it in the street, do you know what I mean? But again, obviously Gran Turismo know what they're doing, they've been doing it for years. So anyway guys, if you are enjoying Gran Turismo 7, if you've got it, hit us down in the comments, let us know, let me know if, you know, my opinion's wrong, I might be wrong about it. So guys, next up we have the release date confirmed for Gotham Knights. Now obviously this will be released on the 25th of October 2022, so this year guys. And obviously this game is based on the fact that Batman is dead, but it means we get to play some of our other heroes from Gotham City. Now obviously with that guys, you know, this is a bit of good news because it has been delayed and delayed and delayed. And now we have a confirmed date of when it should be releasing. Now unfortunately with everything we've had so far, I'm just going to wait and touch wood that it does release. But if it doesn't guys, then you know what, there's obviously something wrong and they need to fix it, but we're hoping this time that this is going to get the release. Now I've seen some of the early gameplay footage and I think the game looks absolutely stunning. It does look really good, and obviously I want to get back into Gotham City, and I don't really care who I play as. I'd quite happily waddle about as a Penguin if it meant I got to talk about Gotham City, not only because I pretty much look like the Penguin, but you know, also just for the fact that we're in Gotham City. Now obviously that is, you know, like I said, coming the 25th of the 10th 2022, so obviously if you guys are excited for that, like myself, then please hit us up, let us know, tell us what game you're looking forward to. If this is it, then fantastic. So guys, here we go, we have Sony's State of Play. Now it did bring out some of the new titles they're bringing out in the future, and a lot of Japanese development teams here. Now a lot of people were expecting to see some fantastic games, and a lot of people I suppose were holding on for God of War, but they're obviously not going to release that, do you know what I mean? They're not going to give us any information on that guys, we're just going to have to wait until we're 90 before we actually get this game or hear anything about it. It's up there with GTA 6. Now obviously with that guys, you know, there was some good ideas and some good concept games, a lot of anime games, games. I'm not a big anime fan myself, but you know what I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there excited. You know what I mean, Samurai mode, it was a kind of dark and dreary, kind of black and white. It had that atmosphere, and it did look really, really good. Like, again, guys, as you already know, I play on Xbox. I do have a PlayStation 4, but you know, I would actually consider getting and buying this game just to see what it feels like. It does look like it does have the kind of depth and grasp that you want in a samurai game. And obviously, guys, with the success I've had with Ghost of Tsushima and everything else, you know what I mean, it definitely does show that they have the talent there. Obviously, some of the games, guys, like it would on the state of play, it was only 20 minutes long. They weren't really interesting to myself. They didn't give me the spark of acceleration. And to be honest with you guys, you know what I mean, even though, yeah, I do have the Xbox and I do have a PlayStation, do you know what I mean, I watch both. I'm not fanboy for either. I just literally play whatever I want to play on, whatever I want to play. But hopefully, you know, the last two state of plays weren't that great. Hopefully, what they're going to be, there's supposedly a rumour that they're going to be doing another event at the end of March, around about the 25th. So hopefully we're going to be seeing something a bit more exciting and a bit more kind of in-depth there. Maybe we might see God of War then. But until then, guys, we're just going to have to pretty much wait and see and find out what happens. So guys, next up we have what is going on overseas, right? Now obviously we're not going to mention any countries' names or anything, or anybody's names, but we are going to say that EA have formally came out and said that they're removing that country teams and players from FUT packs. You know what I mean? The FIFA Ultimate Team packs will be removed. Also we heard that Twitch are also reportedly removing payment, so the payment option to these streamers in this country as well. Now guys, obviously you are hearing everybody doing it, like Amazon, Xbox, you know, PlayStation, everybody's turning around and saying, no, right, we've had enough, we're not paying anymore, we're not doing this, we're not, you know, delivering products, we're not selling anything more over there. And obviously that is just, you know, global at the moment now. Obviously we're not going to get into the conversation too much, we're not discussing it, because basically we don't want to get our nuts clipped, and we're going to leave it at that. Now guys, lastly, now this is not as much news as just a WTF situation that I found myself in the other day there. Scrolling through the internet, scrolling through Twitter, catching up with all the baddies on there, guys, just trying to find out some information, get some, you know, comedy in my life. And I find out that Big Bobby Kotick, the ginger goddamn gnome from Activision Blizzard, has reportedly told people that he is not standing for re-election as the CocaCola president. Like, what the... Do you know what I mean? This guy... does this guy have his hand in everybody's pocket? No offence, guys, I don't drink Coca-Cola, I'm not a big fan of it. I do prefer Pepsi Max. But still, if I'd have known this, I'd have stopped drinking Coca-Cola straight away. This guy is the epitome of anything. No wonder these games sucked so much ass when he was busy focusing on how to make Coca-Cola. I'll be totally honest with you guys, I'm surprised he isn't dropping DLC for more sugar in your cola. And I think, honestly, do you know what I mean? It's probably a good thing he's not standing for re-election, because he said he's wanting to focus on the acquisition between Microsoft and Activision Blizzard. Guys, that's not the reason. He's out of it, do you know what I mean? They're already chasing him. There's probably a witch hunt in Coca-Cola for him to be removed because of the crap that was happening in Activision Blizzard. And personally, I just think it's a complete what moment. And guys, as always, do you know what I mean? You can leave your comments below to let me know what you think of this. But this really did catch me off guard, and I'm thinking, does this man just have access to everything and anything? So guys, as always, that has been the Freaky Friday news. Thank you very much for joining in. Thank you to all our subscribers so far. Like I said before, you can catch us on Twitch, you can catch us on Twitter, right? We'll link all the details in the description box below. You can check us out, hit us up with comments, hit us up with jokes, tell us whatever you want. As always, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. I am the Fatman. Time for me to eat, so I'm going to say goodbye. Peace out.